Alright, now we are going to understand the feature of master and subdocuments, and that is an amazing feature of Microsoft Word. Let's say that you are writing a book and it might be several hundred pages long, right? So you might not want to risk it in a single document, because the first problem is whenever you try to edit a very long document in Microsoft Word, obviously it is a software, it will take its time to process. So the editing and any kind of changes and even using the simple features like changing the text size or whatever takes a lot of time because it has to cover a lot of pages. Secondly, if you put hundreds of pages worth of content in a single document, whenever a single document is lost or corrupted, it will corrupt all of your data. So it's better to save it in multiple documents, especially if you're working on a thesis or writing a book which is several hundred pages long. So in that case, let's see an example. We have created a folder where we have multiple pages, and on each page there is separate content of each chapter. As we can see here, chapter 1, then comes chapter 2. Now I want to compile all of this data in a single document or in a book by using the master and subdocuments feature. By the way, you can find the link of this documents with the description or resources section of this video. So let's open Microsoft Word blank document here. Now, first of all, what we need to do is we will go to the view tab and change it to the outline view. Now, since it is a blank document, it's not showing anything. Otherwise, if you're using an existing document, for example, you already have the cover page of the book and you want to add further documents, it will show you some descriptions about it. Now let's see an example of how we can do completely from scratch, and then I will also guide you how we can do it on an existing document. So let's click on show document. When we click on show document, it shows us these options. Either we can create a subdocument or we can insert a subdocument. So if we already have an existing file, we can just insert that. So for example, I want to insert page number 1 here. So let's go to insert here, choose the location, and let's add page 1. Click on open. Now the formatting looks very weird, but don't worry, when we jump to the normal layout from the outline view, we will see a proper document properly arranged like we see normally. So let's insert some more. So this is chapter 1. Let's insert chapter 2 here. So again, insert the chapter 2. So we have 2 chapters now. Let's close the outline view to see how it looks actually in a proper document. So as we can see, now it looks perfect. Now we can see the first page is empty. That's because it leaves the first page for the cover page. But let's say if we want to remove this section break and we want to start straight away with chapter 1 or introduction. So what we can do is to delete the section break, we can just go to the start corner of the section break and then just press delete, and this is how we can easily remove that. So now we have first page as chapter 1, and then we can see onwards the section breaks are inserted and then starts the chapter 2. So it looks fine. Let's quickly add some more pages. Let's go to the view tab and click on outline here, and let's continue. Show the document and insert. Let's add chapter 3. Now let's quickly add more chapters. Page 4, insert, and page 5. Now for example, if we want to directly open the source file from here, as we can see on the corner, we have this sign right here. We can just double click and it will open the original document. As we can see, it's open page 5. So let's close this. We can even lock the document if we want to. But first of all, we need to save the master document. So right now it shows document number 1. So let's close the outline view and then let's see if we turn off the non-printing characters, how it looks overall. We can just zoom out to see the proper look of it. So we can see now it looks a proper document. So now let's go to save and we can save it to our location, master document. And if you want to see the print, how it looks in the print, so it looks exactly as we expect it. So this is page number 1, page number 2, page number 3, page number 4. So it looks perfect. Now let's go to the view tab and click on outline again. I want to show you some features. Now let's say that we want to expand or collapse the subdocuments. We have the option here. So first of all, let's save the master document and we can see this option right here that says collapse the document. So let's try this. Let's click on collapse and we can see all of them are just showing the location of where the files are coming from, and these all documents are now collapsed. So now let's expand the subdocuments. So let's click here and then we can expand it all. If we want to expand or collapse a particular section, let's say this chapter 1, we can see this plus sign right here. So if we double click here, it will collapse, and if we double click here again, it will expand. Now if we want to make changes individually and we don't want to update the source document, we can unlink this documents. So we can select this and click on unlink. What it does now, it is not connected to any source document. So whatever changes we make here will be not updated in the original document. But remember that once you unlink the document, you cannot relink that. So just make a copy whenever you are trying to unlink or link the documents before saving. So let's close the outline view, and this is the final version of it. So just try it by yourself, and I will see you in the next one.